The actual narrative here is about a man who, rather than being played, is playing the system. Lavar Ball isn't a thug looking for one-on-one attention. Every move he makes is a deliberate one because he's a marketing genius. He never says or does something unintentionally. It's all for good reason. There's a method to his madness, as they say, and I don't see why people who pause to watch his every action can't see it as well. It's evident that Ball has a personal agenda, and until he achieves it, what he wants, sports media outlets will be bombarded with headlines about him rather than his would-be prodigy sons. My theory is that he's a marketing genius isn't far off the mark, and here's why. He has a clear idea of what he wants. Whatever you may think of Lavar Ball, his goals are clear and consistent. Send his three boys Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo to the league as soon as possible. What causes this to happen? The proper folks are exposed to you. How does he entice them to pay attention to him? He did it by opening his mouth. Whatever comes out, it attracts attention, which leads to more people learning about his sons. MJ, LeBron, Steph Curry are just a few celebrities he's made ludicrous comparisons to. In order to elicit a reaction from the media, those who believe him, no publicity is bad publicity in Lavar Ball's world, and it's definitely working right now. Lavar Ball wants to have an NBA player for a son. He'll have a better chance if he raises all three of them to live by the mantra "ball is life." A competent marketer always raises the chances of achieving their objectives. He's no knucklehead. He could have stayed with Lonzo, who is the best of the Ball brothers at the moment. LaMelo actually is the best, but he couldn't risk an injury or Lonzo developing another passion instead of basketball. He has established a brand that has already become ingrained in people's minds. I can still see the logo in my brain as I write this. Triple B's BBB. It's not the most appetizing company names I ever heard of, but the design leaves a lot to be desired from a creative standpoint. That said, Triple B's is a well-known commodity in the basketball world, and that was the objective. The Triple B's was already gaining traction in basketball circles before his first son, Lonzo, walked onto the court for UCLA as a freshman this postseason. If UCLA can exploit my son, Lavar explains, why can't he? He'll be the first player who has his own clothing line. He doesn't care about little potatoes, as previously stated. Lavar Ball has been calling out some of today's most illustrious personalities in sports in order to build a name for himself and his sons. He's going to be better than Steph Curry, and back in my heyday, I would kill MJ, are two of the most memorable and absolutely absurd soundbites. Then there was a public outcry about after he commented, if Charles thought like me, maybe he would have won the championship. He even stated that LeBron's boys will most likely not be half as good as he has been during his career. He stated numerous times that he wants the Lakers to draft Lonzo this year and has loudly demanded a trade. For his boys, a $1 billion shoe contract was struck. He was invited to spar with ESPN's First Take resident loudmouth personality Stephen A. Smith twice because of these and other shenanigans. I agree that while there are methods to his madness, or some may call it idiocracy, Lavar Ball has made more baffling comments, such as recently saying, realistically, you can't win no championships with three white boys because the foot speed is too slow. Seriously, I'm going to ignore that one. There's also bizarre anecdotes, such as the one about his house being broken into during his son's NCAA tournament game. That tale almost sounded too ideal for a public antagonist like Lavar Ball, almost as if it has been staged for the professional attention seeker. However, the fact that you have read so far and you have listened so far to my YouTube channel demonstrates his marketing prowess.